Going back to page 1, this book is called Peace In, Peace Out by Joan Stephan. I got it at a random gift shop a while ago. And each little page or passage has a piece in and a piece out section. So I'll read the piece in at the beginning, we take it in, and then piece out where we bring it out to the world at the end. So today, first thing in the morning, right now, smile. Smile at yourself. I know a lot of first moments are spent in the agony of the alarm clock, but you're getting up one way or the other. So you may as well start off with energy that sets a better tone for your day. Take a deep breath, stretch, we'll get there. Smile. Smile in bed, smile at your bedhead self in the mirror, and think of a reason to smile. So even if you might not feel like it, today we're going to just slap that smile on our face, get going, and just see what happens. A lot of times our body reacts to what we do with it physically, or our mind reacts to that as well. So when you smile, it just lifts your spirit a little more. When we start moving, we start feeling more energy in all areas of the body. So we stand up, and we start with our head to toe movement section. So turn the toes out a little bit, wide stance, bend the knees, whoa, find your balance. Take your hands down by your thighs, relax the arms, bent knees a little, I think I said that. And then draw those hands up to the shoulders, filling your lungs with air. Exhale, hands just simple float down. So it's a more of a Tai Chi style, movement and breath connected. Don't forget to smile. So keep bringing that intention, that peace in challenge to the forefront of your mind. And we'll just do one more simple deep breath up and down. We're moving on to actual movement from head to toe. So starting with the head and the neck, take the chin down to the chest and rock the head side to side. And you'll only do it slowly. Left side, right side, full rotations if it's comfortable. And I know standing for a few minutes might be a little uncomfortable right away. At least it is for me. But the reason we do this is to keep that energy going, to create that aliveness, awake self. Okay, bring your head back up to center. Look over your right shoulder. See what's going on. Look over your left shoulder. Back to center. Take a big shoulder roll. Just one big one. Slide the shoulders down the back of the body. Make fists with your hands. We're moving to shoulder arm rotations. Arms make our straight arms. Hands make fists. We draw the hands up and in. Around and in. Crossing the body. Start slow. Notice all those little creaks and cracks. The Rice Krispies of our breakfast morning movements. The snap, crackle, and pop. Okay, switch directions. It doesn't take long though. But this is why I do this most days, every weekday. It's because it's the consistency that matters most. I can't fit in 90 minutes of practice every day, or even 60. So we do morning movements for 30 minutes. Okay, bring it down. Rotate the wrists a couple times. And then we're on our phones and computers a lot, so give those a shake out. Then moving down even more, bend those knees again. Hands just off the waist, add some twists. Waist twists. Elbows and shoulders go forward and back. Try to keep the hips stationary. Starting to loosen up the lower back, the core, and get that digestive system going. Nice little massage of the internal organs, right? Okay, and slowly slow that down. Open those arms like goalposts because it's, football season and all. Press the elbows back, squeeze the shoulders, inhale. Maybe straighten the legs as you exhale. Press one hand down, the other hand comes across. Side bend. Inhale, lengthen at the top. Exhale, pressing. Full exhale. 2 more. Let's reach those hands up, both of them. Take the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers, press the palms together and down, squeeze the shoulders, look up. And then simply release that, take the feet together. So last bit of our movement for our wake up stretch is to take the foot back, one foot back, other foot stays in front, hands rest by your side. Start with the knee comes up. It's either a high knee or a high kick. So you can straighten the leg if it feels more comfortable or if you want to get into that. But always start with the knee just to check in, especially with the balance nowadays. Oh, we have someone else joining. Good morning. I'm not wearing my glasses, so I can't actually see anything except a couple squares. All right, step the other foot back, switch sides, start with the knee. And then maybe high kick. Look up, look to where you want to go. That's your advice for your whole life. Look to where you want to go. And bring it on down. That's it for a head to toe movement. Now you know when you wake up, start from the top, work your way down, simple, 5 to 10 minutes, gets you going. And we are going to then head into section 2, which is sun salutations and standing poses. We're going to do something different today though. It's called a Tibetan sun salutation or a spinal flexibility set. So this to me says, this is like your body creating a smile because there's a little bit more back bending, arching, and opening. So it's a body smile that we're working on. So take your feet about hip distance apart, top of your yoga mat or wherever you are. Palms face forward, shoulders back and down. Stand up nice and tall. Put that smile on your face. Reach the arms out and up. Connect the hands at the top. Look up. As you exhale, open the arms, diving down, hinging at the hips. Forward fold. You're lifting them halfway. Place the hands on the shins. Lengthen the back. Exhale, plant the hands down. Step the feet back. Walk them back. And we'll find downward facing dog to start with. And just sort of pedal the feet a little bit. Shake out the head. First down dog of the morning if you haven't done any other practice yet. And then we'll do this 5 times, this down dog to up dog transition. So we shift forward to a plank pose. You can always take the knees down. We'll do that for the first one. Roll the shoulders back, lower the hips, and lift the heart. The toes can stay tucked or you can flatten them. Then look down. I'm doing this kind of slow to start with. Press into the hands, lift the hips, the core, that midsection, downward facing dog. And how you do that 4 more times is up to you. You can shift forward, inhale, up dog, floating on the toes. Knees can be up. Exhale to downward facing dog. Another variation is to bend the elbows and slide through, sort of like a little dive bomber. And try to reverse that. Okay, it's not as easy. But either way, 2 more times. Up dog to down dog. And we're back in downward dog, or hopefully. And when you are, take your feet a little bit wider. We'll be on our hands just a little longer. And you can do this from the knees or down dog. So I'll show you both variations. Drop the hips down to one side. Do big circles in the hips. So it's like we're going to up dog in a different variation from the side. So instead of forward and back, we're doing a big hip circle. Now on the knees, it's a circle around your hips, circle around the knees. Depends on how your shoulders or your wrists are doing. So switch directions if you didn't yet. And then back to our down dog, just a regular down dog. Walk the feet forward to the top of the mat. Just get off the wrists. Shake out the hands for a moment. Lift up halfway, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Rising up, inhale, reach up, little bend in the knees to help you rise. Pull the hands and elbows back and down, squeeze the shoulders. Heart lifts. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift, inhale. Step your left foot back into a lunge. Back knee comes down, hands walk back so they're in line with that right foot. Flatten that back foot. We're going to stretch out the hip flexor and quads of that back leg. So we reach up, sweeping those hands up. Lengthen. Palms face each other. Reach back. Look up. Abs engaged. Smiles on. Create a little smile in your back, the whole back line of the body. Okay, then bring it back forward. Hands down, tuck the back toes under. We simply just switch to the other side. So step the back foot to the front. Half lift as a way to prep. Exhale, step the right foot back. Knee comes down, hands walk back in line with that front foot. You can walk the hands up to the thigh to help you to start, or simply sweep them up and back. Take a few breaths, again, creating that smile, making sure that front knee is over the ankle. This beautiful kneeling lunge. And then take those hands down to the floor. Tuck the back toes under. This time step back, downward facing dog. Shift forward to plank pose. Take the knees down perhaps, but lower your entire body to the floor. Okay, feet together, hands next to your shoulders. Lift the heart like a cobra pose. So you lift the shoulders, squeeze them back. Baby cobra pose, the hands lift. Squeeze the legs together and lift the legs. You will feel your heart rate increase a little here. With any back bend or heart opener, it happens. It also leaves us open to be a little more vulnerable. Okay, lower down. Take your hands, stack them on top of each other, and forehead to the hands. And this is a simple way to release. So you lift back up, bend the knees, both of them. We'll try this. Toes together, reach the hands back. We're not reaching for the feet though. We're actually reaching towards the feet, but creating more activation in the body rather than, if I were to grab my feet, it's actually less effort. So I'm giving you a little more challenge here. So from this pose, lift the shoulders, lift the hands, reach back, squeeze the shoulders together, then try to lift the knees off the ground too. And I promise you the sensation you're feeling, regardless of where you are, is very similar to what I'm feeling here, whether your knees are on, up, or down. This is that smile again. We're creating that upside down, well, actually, no. It's a right side up smile. Can you make your smile bigger? And lower down. Finally, take the hands, stack them on top of each other, forehead to your hands again. Right, that's all it takes. Let's take the hands under the shoulders, press yourself up. Can be an up dog or modified on the knees. Tuck the toes under, downward facing dog. Nice, nice. And just for a moment, because we can, take the knees down and reach forward, sit back, child's pose. Just find this long length through the body. You'll also open up the hips a little here. Good, and back to downward facing dog. Bend the knees, step or jump your feet forward. I stick with stepping for the morning. Half lift, inhale, exhale, forward fold. Rise out and up, reach up. Pull those elbows back again, heart opens. Inhale, reach up. Hands come down to your heart, hold it. Bend the knees, hinge at the waist just a little. Bend the knees, sit back. So we've got this chair pose. Yes, Utkatasana, chair pose. So weights in the heels. We're going to use this as our transition to seated. So you're gonna reach forward. Try it, bend the knees. Slowly, slowly. You may use your hands, of course, anytime. You do what's best for you. Slowly, sit. Maybe widen the legs to help you sit. Actually, sit down. Sit. This is a tough one, but you can use your hands. Find your way there. Many journeys to the same place, always. If someone tells you otherwise, they're trying to sell you something. Okay, knees together, lean back. Boat pose. Lift the legs. Hands can stay at the backs of the legs or reach. We've got 3 from boat pose to reverse tabletop. So squeezing those knees, lift a little higher. And then bend the knees a lot. Feet come down, take them hip distance apart. Hands behind you, fingers towards the heels or the outsides of the mat. Press into the feet, lift the hips. And lower back down. Knees together again. Lift the legs, reach. And then lower that down. It's just a couple breaths. Feet hip distance apart, hands behind you. Lift. Look up or slightly back and lower down. One more time, boat pose. If you want to go for it with me, straighten the legs. That 6 a.m. challenge. And from boat pose, we can do either that same thing we just did, bend the knees, take them hip distance apart, or take both feet down straight, hands where they were before, point the toes, lift the hips to reverse plank. And lower back down. Nice job. And we're going to, we've got one more thing we're going to do. Roll forward from the hands and knees, cross the legs, step back to down dog, then step forward to forward fold. Giving yourself that half lift again. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, rise up, reach up. Hands come down to your heart. I feel like we've hit a lot of poses in these last 10 minutes. Kind of have. Okay, so we're going to make little crane's beaks with our fingers, meaning all the fingertips come together. It's an energetic Tai Chi style hand gesture. Crane. Okay, got it? But first, just remember that hand gesture. Bend the knees and take the hands to opposite sides of the legs. So we've got this opposite side. And as you inhale, make those crane's beaks. Pull, straighten the legs, lift up, lead at the backs of the wrists and open. Then let go of your little hand beaks and bring the hands down to the thighs. This is called crane spreads its wings. They pull up, pulling those strings, lift and lengthen, creating that X in the center of the body. Exhale, hands down. Do it again, pull straight, slowly. Exhale down. We'll do 3 fast. So this next one, it's a quick inhale. Wake up, exhale slowly. Again. Last one. Now just bring your hands down by your sides. There we go. That's it. No fancy transition, just come down to a seated pose. Today, we're going to smile. So we're on to our meditation. And I went a little bit over in that second section. That's all right. So our meditation, always quite simple, not always easy. We get caught up sometimes in our mind. So today, sit in a place where you feel like you can be for a good 5-8 minutes, maybe even longer. You can close the eyes or look down towards the ground, focusing your gaze on a single unmoving point. Rest your hands on your knees or in your lap. And start to notice your breath right here. Has it changed in the course of the last few minutes together? Notice how the inhale draws the lungs full, that belly expanding like a balloon. On the exhale, everything releases and lets go. And as we do this, even just a slight turn upwards of the corners of the lips, where we smile. And to help facilitate that smile, take this time to think of some people, some things, some places that you love, that make you happy and bring you joy. This is similar to thinking of things that you're grateful for, because most things that we love or make us happy, we're typically grateful for. So I invite you here to simply drop in and start to feel and listen with that slight smile on your face. If you must think of something, have it be a thought of gratitude. Otherwise, checking in with the sensations you're feeling in this moment. Checking in with your breath. And we're going to simply sit for about 5 more minutes. So enjoy this time of practice, of stillness, of quiet, of peace. A little bit every single day. Let's take a deeper breath in. And I hope you still have that smile on your face. All right, so today, you can probably see this coming. Smile at someone else. A real smile, not one of those grimaces we've decided we can pass on as a smile on the street. Show some teeth and put a twinkle in it, for goodness sakes. Be honest. Some people may look at you like you're crazy, but your job is to offer the good energy. If it doesn't come back from that person, it'll come back to you in another way. So it's to smile at others. And even if you're wearing a mask, you can still smile. You can see it in your eyes. That just might mean you have to smile bigger. So that's our challenge moving forward for today and for as long as you remember to do so. So let's take our hands, palms face up, hands on the backs of the knees. As you inhale, reach those arms out and up. Connect the hands at the very top, sealing in this wonderful morning practice. Draw the hands down to your heart. Take one more deep breath. Inhale. Let it go. Exhale. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. I hope to see you again tomorrow or very soon. Namaste.